Hello, a warm welcome to all. So, I am R.HariPriya, Assistant Professor, Department of Costume Design and Fashion. So, I am giving a video on mercerization in textile processing. So, how we can do mercerization in textile processing, and first of all, what is mercerization? First, we are going to see what is mercerization. Mercerization represents a pivotal chemical treatment in textile processing, fundamentally transforming cotton fibers through exposure to concentrated alkali solutions. This sophisticated process primarily utilizes the caustic soda, that is sodium hydroxide, revolutionize the fiber's physical and chemical properties. So, first is mainly we are using this for cotton fibers. So, mainly it is done with alkali solutions, that is it is somewhat having some chemical formulas, and this sophisticated process primarily utilizes the caustic soda, sodium hydroxide. Mainly we using the sodium hydroxide for changing the character of physical, that is physical and chemical characteristics of the cotton fibers, properties of the fibers. It is discovered by the British chemist John Matcher in 1844. This treatment dramatically enhances the cotton's aesthetic appeal and functional performance. Aesthetic means it is having somewhat very good quality, and for wearer it gives a somewhat very comfort and very pleasure feel, and the functional performance, that is it is having some good absorbency capacity, and it is having some lustrous feel, and the life of the fiber has been increased using this mercerization process. The process improves the lustre, which means the shiny of the surface, strength, which is strength of the fiber or a yarn, dye affinity, so the absorbency of the dye in applying the fabrics, and the surface smoothness, so it gives a even surface for further processing of dyeing or printing or any other process we can done with that. So, it increases the quality of the fabric. So, mainly the mercerization concentrated on these qualities that distinguish the premium qualities for standard cotton goods. So, it gives a standard for a cotton goods. Today, the mercerization remains essential in producing a high quality cotton fabrics that compete the synthetic alternatives in both appearance and performance. So, the synthetic is a man-made one, so that it don't have a same characteristics of cotton, but cotton is having qualities or whatever, it is lesser than the synthetic fibers. But nowadays, using this mercerization process, it improves the quality of the cotton fabrics, and it gives a tough to competitive to the synthetic fibers based on the whatever we compare the strength of the fabric, the color of the absorbency of the fabric, the life of the fabric, and the absorbency of the fabric, whatever we can compare, it gives a tough to that synthetic fibers. So, the core objective of mercerization. What is the core objective? Enhanced lustre. So, giving the lustrous surface. Mainly the silk fabric is having the lustrous effect, that is it should be in shiny surface, it gives a silky effect, that is main concentration of silk fiber, it is the most main attraction of the silk fabric. But using this mercerization process, we can give the same feel to the cotton fabric. It transforms a matte cotton into silk like fabric with a brilliant surface reflection and visual depth. So, mainly it is concentrated on lustre. Second one is superior dye affinity. Significantly increase the color absorption capacity and enhance the deeper, more vibrant and more uniform dyeing results. If we are going with some other dyes on if it is a synthetic fibers, it absorbs the more, and it has a good quality of fibers. Based on the dye, it will have a good quality, but nowadays the cotton is giving tough to that based if you are doing with mercerization process. Third one is improved strength, boost tensile strength. That the tensile strength, which means it gives a pulling effect. If we give a pull effect over a synthetic fiber, it won't get teared. But if you are going with cotton, it easily teared. But after using or after doing the mercerization process, it gives more tensile strength to the fabric, create more durable fabric resistance to wear and tear. Wear and tear, which means if we give somewhat more energy or more power, it will leads to tear the fabric. So it improves the strength of the fabric. Next one is dimension stability. It gives it reduces the shrinkage in the cotton fabrics, because the natural fibers is already having a character that it gets shrinked soon. But if we are doing with mercerization process, it reduces the shrinkage and it improves the shape retention. Shape retention, which means it gives a proper shape to the fabric and ensure the consistent fabric dimension through washing cycles. If we are going with 10 to 15 to or 100 cycles of washing, it remains same if we are going with mercerization process. So the main concept is improve those 4 characteristics. So the sides behind, first one is fiber swelling. This fiber swelling is alkali penetrates, causes a cellulosic structure to absorb water and expand significantly. Shape transformation, the cross sectional evolves the flat kidney shaped order to circular and optimize the high reflection. Crystalline rearrangement, molecular structure organizes under tension, enhances strength and surface smoothness. So those things are mainly concentrated on mercerization. This is the main concept done in mercerization to improve the four qualities we have discussed on previous slides. What are all the type? Slack mercerization, hot mercerization, tension mercerization, liquid ammonia treatment. So those are 4 types of mercerizations. This is the process. So we have to prepare the fabric, and the second treatment is alkali treatment. We have to treat it with alkali. Third one is tensioning. Tensioning, which means we have to give somewhat tight or to prevent the shrinkage, we have to expand the fabric and we have to tightly tie in somewhat, and we have to treat the fabric. Then 4th stage is washing. 5th one is neutralizing. 6th one is drying and finishing. We have to dry it properly and we have to give somewhat another finishes over it. This is the process flow of mercerization. Essential chemicals, mainly we have to need chemicals, that is sodium hydroxide, wetting agents, acetic acid. The acetic acid is mainly used for neutralizing agent. Then the process equipment is climbing mercerization machines, jigger or winch machines, that is a dyeing machines, roller system and tension frame to apply the tension over the fabrics, and washing ranges, that is mainly we use some chemicals and washing machines. So we have to use those equipments. This is critical factors influencing results, that is what will affect, what will do if we do more than that one. So we have to just stick with that. So appliing benefits, applications, that is the exceptional silk like lustre and premium aesthetic appeals. 10 to 20% increases in the tensile strength and durability, dramatically improved the dye uptake producing vibrance and deep colors, enhanced the dimensional stability and reduced shrinkage, superior smoothness and softness, hand feel. So mainly we concentrate on those things. Thank you.